Morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. And today being Wednesday, today is their Bunmi Day. What's today's date, Chinedu?
18th.
18th, okay. So
Today's
it's next week.
18th,
There's for those who are the Amala devotees, there's a special Amala next week sponsored by Uncle Sam. So he's the patron. So next week, for those who are devotees, please note that there's Amala next week.
How did his birthday go?
It was fantastic, Chinedu. Maybe if I'm going to this Amala thing, I might just bring you, invite you.
Is it only Amala on the menu?
No, but generally, it's called Amala because Amala is the usual whatever. But I think there's some rice or whatever.
But there's pounded yam now.
I don't know about pounded yam.
I would subscribe heavily if there's pounded yam.
Because it's special. It's possible. It's possible. Who knows? Maybe you've just given me an idea.
See, larger spread.
Yeah, it's given me an idea. Maybe I'll just make pounded yam available and egusi.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Dear Bunmi Day, Wednesday. And this is dedicated to Uncle Sam, who is 90. I'll never get tired of toasting the gentleman, Chinedu, how are you?
I'm well.
Wait a minute. Where are we on this issue of these two ladies?
Oh yes. So
as
you know, I've been away for a while.
Yes.
So we're continuing where we
what
stopped
are their
this
names?
week. Oyinbusola and Oluwadarasimi. Yeah. So we're following up this week, and thank you for bringing it up. The radio station appearance.
Yes, next week Friday.
Yeah. Okay, all right. I'll bring them up to speed.
Let them send. Let me have their photographs so we can do flyers and things.
Okay. All right. We'll do so.
Okay.
We'll do so.
Morning, everybody. The issues we have here. He has moved on and it hurts. Must I have a boyfriend? No, you don't need to. He doesn't care for us. Why is he always texting in the toilet? You don't need to text in the toilet. You can text anywhere. Nobody's going to read over your shoulder. When you want to text, if you're a married man or you're in a relationship, you want to text, you make sure your back is on the wall proper, so nobody is reading over your shoulder.
But it depends on what you're texting now and who you're texting.
I need to break up from this older lover. Hey, this one's too close to home. Sheriff, what is funny about this now? I need to break up from this older lover. Hey, it's close to home. I wish he were a lot younger. These two issues are close to home, so let's start from there.
Sheriff asked a very valid question, sir.
That's what, sir?
Who's home?
I don't know. He's home. Who's the older lover?
Who is a likely older
lover? I need to play a quick tribute to Sassy Queen, whose appearance here last week caused a stir because she says that Chinedu, she says she cannot date a boyfriend who is not rich. Yes. And that is in the social media. It's all making its own contribution.
I think that's fair.
You want to check. I think it's on my, what do you call it now?
TikTok
Instagram and stuff like that. Okay, so let's start with, I need to take a break from this old lover because it concerns some of us. Some of us will admit, some of us will not. We will pretend as if it's an issue for other persons. But we know what we know. I did mention. Okay. Our lines are open 020127709993 and 020146579190. That's the WhatsApp number. That's the female line, sorry. Right, I need to break from this older lover. Chinedu, I met my boyfriend. This is Lakme. I met my boyfriend when I was 18 and we've been together for 5 years. That's a lot of time. The problem is we're always arguing, but I know we love each other. I think that's healthy.
Yeah, yes, it is. It is.
Unfortunately, I've started sleeping with a married friend of my uncle. He's much older than I am, and I don't know how it happened or why I'm doing it. This is the key to the matter. He gives me a lot of gifts and money, but I don't love him at all. Actually, do man they suffer. Does a man who gives gifts and so on in this kind of situation, does he want fun or does he want love?
So how old is he?
She's the uncle's friend.
How old is the
he's
uncle?
married. Well, if she's 18, the uncle is probably about 40.
No, she's 23 now.
Yes, it's 23 now. Sorry, yes, you're right. Maybe the uncle about 40.
Maybe in his 40s.
The guy was 40s, knocking 50.
Yeah,
But
that's
listen
not
to
old now.
Listen to this. Let me finish. It says, all I know is that if his wife, my uncle, or my boyfriend finds out about this relationship, there will be a lot of trouble. How do I get out?
She gets up and walks out as easy as that.
She can't. The lure of the gifts and the money.
She can find it somewhere else with less hazards and less risk.
That's true.
Yes, she can find it somewhere else with less hazards and less risks. Because when you weigh risk and reward, at the end of the day, it's going to be too messy.
And this kind of relationship, where will it be concretized? A hotel?
Uncle Jimmy, I wouldn't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it
the
because you are
dynamics
not
of this.
married or because...
I'm married though.
Sorry. Okay, yeah.
Uncle Jimmy.
Sorry, you're married. Happily married. This is, the slip of tongue. So, the thing here is that even the uncle too has to be careful.
So what I think it is, if you ask me, is the uncle, they didn't say the age, right?
It's about, if his uncle, about 40,
maybe 40s, maybe in his
50s,
40s.
yeah.
Okay. At 23, uncle, maybe 40s. Okay, fine. So he's doing the man thing. He's being a provider, which is nothing to him, right? He's not doing it out of going an extra mile or doing something different. It's consistent with his person. He's a man, he's a provider, he's this, he's that. However, he also knows the risks. And you know what they say about sometimes when you get involved with things that seem to be high risk. They're
more exciting.
Yeah, it's more exciting. It's more this, is more that. And at the end of the day, when it explodes in everybody's face. She has nothing to lose. He has a lot to lose.
She will lose her lover now.
What else?
I mean, this boyfriend will think she's faithful. Oh.
Well, to be honest, how old is the boyfriend?
We don't know, but probably within the age range. If she's 23 now.
Yeah, women always gravitate towards the older folk. Maturity, like they used to tell us in secondary school then, if you're playing around and fooling yourself that you're dating your mate and think it's going to end somewhere, it won't, because a woman matures faster than a man.
That must be from experience, isn't it?
What?
What you just said now.
It's simple biology. It's simple biology, Uncle Jimmy.
Sheriff.
It's simple.
How many times did I call?
Uncle Jimmy, it's simple biology now.
This guy knows his onions in that field.
It's simple biology, Uncle Jimmy. Sheriff, you're not saying anything.
Okay.
You're right.
So okay. So Lakwe says, how do I get out? So you used to say
she should just get up and go, because she also knows what she's doing. She's enjoying the risk. She's enjoying the excitement. She's enjoying the spoils of war.
And I don't think she's ready to go.
She's not. And Uncle Jimmy, she's young. At that age, you're made out of magic and rubber. Anything goes.
Magic and rubber, how?
Yes. When you're in your 20s, you do anything and believe nothing will happen to you. That's magic. When you're in your 20s and anything happens to you and you bounce back, that's rubber.
Kulakai. By the way, I got a note from Mrs. Fashano, Jumoke Fashano. She'll be back. She's out of town. She'll be back in July. We can't wait for her to get back. All of you remember Mrs. Fashano of the theory that she put out then that says that if you want a man to go out of the window, show him the door. I will never forget that. Okay, let's leave that and go to Kemi. Kemi says, I think something close to it. I'm in my mid-20s and I've known my current partner for over 3 years. He is in his late 40s and a widower.
Okay, that works.
He is bald. What the Lord, they feel like?
He's checking. He's
But he has a cap on.
It's not me, definitely.
Now, I wonder if you're bald. Because he always has this cap on. He is bald and certainly looks his age. My friends say I can do better than what I've got. Don't mind them. I really care for him as he's been very supportive financially. But there are times I look at him and wish he were 20 years younger. Remember the advice on the stomach.
Stomach.
Tinedu, you don't know code. Oh.
Hey, Uncle Jimmy, give me a better clue. You know, we've had a lot of codes that we've been able to...
Remember the advice on the stomach. Don't look at the stomach. Look at other things. Who said it and to whom? Where?
I mean, I'm not there.
Chinedu, yes, so...
Oh!
Now
My sincere apologies.
Now you know.
Yes. I was still booting.
You're still booting.
I was still booting.
So this is, she's in her mid-20s, and he's in his late 40s, and so she wishes he were 20 years younger. To what extent is age important in a relationship? I think, let me tell you what I think. I think it just is an individual thing.
I was going to say it's relative.
It's relative.
You know, it depends on what it is you preference.
But what is the biggest gap that is allowed?
Jimmy.
10 years? 20?
Okay, when you say biggest gap allowed, is it on our own side of the divide?
For man.
Because you see people in their 80s
yes,
in the West doing 23-year-old girls.
Yes, now. So
that 10 years is not going to apply.
But like one very, very senior friend of mine, not senior friend of mine, is like, it says, now money then they find.
Uncle Jimmy gets to a point where it becomes transactional. And then I say to people that transactions, that's what I was going to say. Transactions don't always have to be exchange of money, exchange of this, exchange of that. You know, it's give and take.
It could be influence.
It's give and take. What do I want and what have I seen? What does she want and what has she seen?
But younger people seem to say that they're comfortable with older people. They stress them less.
Let me tell you, Uncle Jimmy, permit me to punctuate your next statements. Let me tell you something that seems to be going around more now. So when I speak with my younger friends and we discuss relationships, or what's the position with your relationship? Oh, we're not together anymore, blah, blah, blah. And this comes from male and female. I now say, okay, what is your spec? What kind of person are you looking for? You know, what ticks your boxes? And you know the first statement everybody says to me? Let them just have sense.
Yeah.
This is something we didn't used to hear those days.
But
with us, I can't say us because I'm not in your bracket. Yes. But with the older folk, with the more mature folk, that sense is inbuilt.
Yeah.
Is abinibi. But now you have to learn it. You know, you have to, it has to be instilled. The community brought us up back in the day, but now, you know, you hardly want to take in certain things. So some things that people seem to subscribe to doesn't seem to be. It doesn't come, you know how you buy your car and AC is standard and all these things. It doesn't seem to come standard with certain people now. So when they just say have sense, it's an all-round...
But it's not just an age thing. I mean, look at an issue making the rounds. You have a matured man driving a vehicle, for example, that is not registered. Like Itwa says, who does that? Why would you want to do it? Just to show off?
It's preference. Now, you know, you can't paint everybody with the same brush.
But you buy a so-called power vehicle, very expensive car, and you think that the best thing you can do is to say you're above the law and then drive an unregistered. What if the car gets stolen? What if something happens? But it could be anything, you know.
No, that's very true, actually.
You know,
that's very true, actually.
We hope that we will change our society. Our society is veering towards power show. You must show that you're influential. You must show that you are powerful until something happens, and then the reality will hopefully hit you at that point.
True.
Do we have any calls coming? Not yet. Okay. You had before. Okay, you can now start calling. We'll look at that. So anyway, what should we tell? This lady called Kemi?
I think she's genuine, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think she's genuine.
She has a worry.
Yes, she has a genuine worry.
What we are told is that, what we are told by those who are older than us is that you cannot eat your cake, have it, and keep it in the fridge.
That's your own.
So what is your own?
Your own added one is put it in the fridge. That's your added one. Put it in the fridge.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you want to eat your cake and have it. Because I remember when I was in my younger days, I had a friend called Showanola. He's in Ibadan now. And when we were together, what we tried to do was to debunk every known proverb as it is. So, like in Ebenezer Obey's song, it says, "I go to Mejila Ombo Walokon." That the clock that says it's 12 o'clock is going to announce so when it's 1 o'clock. And then Shonola would add, what if in those days it wasn't battery, it was balance field? What if the balance field? Do we have any calls? No. Where is Madam Aigbe? We need your experience in these two issues, Madam Aigbe. We want you to advise Lakwe and Kenny, who seem to have relationships with older people. Is it biblical? Does the Bible say a man of 70 can date a woman of 25? Is that allowed? That's a wide age gap.
I don't think age plays any role in this.
In this thing.
Yeah, as long as both parties are happy.
And they're adults.
And they're both adults, yes.
Both adults.
As long as both parties are happy with that union.
Let me go to Doyin's case. Doyin's case is different. Doyin says that I have this male colleague at work and we are very friendly. We see and chat with each other every day. We are both single and so far the relationship has been purely platonic. Except for once or twice that we have kissed when slightly tipsy. That is the beginning of something. Chinedu.
Yes.
That is the beginning of something. I can tell you that.
Not from experience.
Yes, it's from experience.
So what now happened
Though as lately, I've been having fantasies about him. I'm not sure he feels the same way. And I'm worried and I find my tree in a relationship. How do I make the first move without making a fool of myself? Should she send him an email, WhatsApp message? Maybe she should tweet it.
I believe that any food you will not eat, don't smell it.
This one don't smell this one. You like him.
That's one. Two, they are colleagues. They are in the same company. They are in the same building. It never ends well.
You think so?
Yes. 9 out of 10 times.
Don't ask me if that is. Why doesn't it end well?
So as human beings, we wear many hats, right? At that place, you're seeing the person as your colleague, and you're seeing that person as an external person. Apart from the fact that it will affect the work environment, that's why most company policies will tell you if you're having a relationship, make it known. One person has to leave. So it would affect your work. It will affect.
Well, it depends on. I mean, if you work in an office structure, yes. But what if your jobs are like in the media, for example? Sometimes,
so now the variables are changing now.
So sometimes you work in the same place and you don't ever get to see.
Well, there you go. So it's different in that space. If you're working in a structured corporate environment, you're on the same floor, you're in the same department, you're in the same unit, you get to see yourselves every day. Uncle Jimmy, you can't eat egusi soup every day.
So your own advice is you should go for variety.
No, it's not the variety. No, it's not the
no.
Uncle Jimmy, you start.
Sheriff.
No. Uncle Jimmy, wait now.
No, you said no. I will quote you. If a policeman walks in here now and says that, what did Mr. Tinubu do? Was I said, well, he can't eat egusi soup every day.
No,
meaning that sometimes Baba just stew. Sometimes he wants to eat.
Uncle Jimmy, when it comes to a relationship, it's different, especially one that's.
Right now, I have to take a break.
Okay,
we'll take a break. When we come back, I'd like you to call in and let's know what you feel about it. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
No more stress, we the boss, we the flex. Build your future, no regrets. I invest, not show collect. Grow your wealth, no delay. I invest, oh yeah, the future. I invest, your money never darling. I invest, watch your savings rising. I invest, no time to waste.
Are you tired of chasing the bag? It's time to get it right away. With iInvest, Nigeria's leading platform for wide varieties of financial products. You can access fixed deposits, treasury bills, equities, and more right at your fingertips. Visit i-investng.com today to get started. iInvest is powered by Parthian Partners, a SEC-regulated capital market operator. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Please consult with an investment advisor.
Yummy, yummy, full of nourishment and vitality to support learning and playtime. Oh yeah, Ovaltine chocolate.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Pocari Sweat. My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now. Pocari Sweat. It go rehydrate you, yeah. Replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easy we observe. Pocari Sweat. Give it some more. Pocari Sweat.
Bunmi, you know you've given us everything, but there's something you're forgetting.
Another school fees?
No, AXA Mansard International Health Plan, IMED.
Insurance? Babe, you know we can handle any medical bills now.
IMED isn't bills, it's peace of mind. With IMED, we get hassle-free quality care at 1.9 million medical facilities and access to over 1,000 premium airport lounges worldwide. It's premium healthcare for our kids, for me, for you, and even our parents.
Visit www.axamansard.com or call 0700 AXA Mansard to get started. Terms and conditions apply. AXA, know you can.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket mouth singing.
Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Yeah. Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Chris. Heat.
Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini-Me Noodles Niger Pepper Flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini-Me Noodles Niger Pepper Flavor. Slurp it like it's hot.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Whoa! Now so I did on my own. Now a message enter my phone. Fiam. I can't click am. Fiam. Now so my money for account go. Fiam. Hey! If to say na Airtel you dey use, them for first alert you before you click am. Airtel they identify spammers, then alert them customers with AI powered service to make sure say you no fall mugu for wuruwuru scam messages. No charges, no subscription needed. Me self they go join Airtel. Fiam.
Airtel, a reason to imagine. Success is like a big mansion. You only see the magnificent edifice, not the strong foundation that holds it. Likewise, in the world of e-payments, you only see transactions done and funds remitted. But who pioneered these financial technology solutions? Well, you knew it as Value Card, now Unified Payments, Nigeria's premier financial technology service provider. Yes, it starts here. Find out more at www.up-ng.com.
Unified Payments, unifying businesses for people.
There is something about good news. You can't keep it to yourself.
Guys, it has finally happened.
There is something about joy. You can't keep it to yourself. And there is something about the rich taste of Lipton. You can't keep it to yourself.
When you get something you enjoy, you share. Lipton Yellow Label. Tea so good, you want to share.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
You're listening to Jimi Disu, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Okay, you're welcome back to the Daily Digest, and today being Wednesday is a Dear Bunmi Day, and today's program is dedicated to Mr. Samamuka, who recently turned 90. Right, so do we have a call now? Yes, we. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir. Morning, Oga.
Yeah, my name is Chief from Chile.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll say for that third relationship in the workplace, I would not advise you, but I haven't experienced.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you, sir.
The third matter you're treating.
Yes.
Relationship in the workplace.
Yes.
I have an experience. It will get to a stage that it will be like a tie on your neck that you can't even appreciate other ladies around your office space, and it will be like something that it's like you're woken yourself up and you're not free to walk forward.
Why do you want to appreciate other ladies when you have your own? Eh?
You cannot give compliments.
Calm down, not be fights. Why do
Uncle JG?
I know you. I know you.
So that shares the same sentiment with what we discussed earlier.
Yeah. Nkechi says that in my 26 years on this earth, I have only had a casual relationship with a man I met at the university, but we were not intimate. What does that mean?
They didn't exchange DNA.
I see. So she's fudging. This one.
She's what?
Fudging.
Okay, Jimmy, please read the story.
Okay.
Sheriff.
I don't really fancy the idea of having a boyfriend, but my family and friends are at my back to have one, and are always matchmaking. People always do that.
Yes.
And I've always said people should be left alone. Do not try to push people unless they ask you for advice or help.
Correct.
This idea of, oh, you must have a wife, oh, you must have a girlfriend, I don't think it's right. I think these days you want to leave people alone to express themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she says she has a good career and she doesn't mind being single, and she's asking, is this normal? Of course it's normal.
Oh yes, it's normal.
What you want
100%.
What you want is
personal preference.
There are some people who don't want any relationship.
Some people are scared of relationships because of what they've seen, what they've experienced, and sometimes even what they've experienced in their own home within their family space. So they just don't want it. They don't want anything to do with it.
Stop pushing people. Parents do that a lot. Well, Yabo, you're 25. Oh, isn't it time you let people let them feel free to express themselves? Some people don't. These days, if you go to, I think it's every Thursday in Louth, they have a clinic for IVF. I understand there's a big sperm bank there. And some people just want to be single parents.
Oh, they have in Lekki as well. A friend of mine told me
that
they
is
have in
commercial.
Lekki.
But this Louth one, I think, is much, much cheaper. And people, I think the clinic days are Thursdays. You can go there. Yes. Yes.
How come you know the clinic days?
I'm not.
I'm just asking.
I'm interested, Uncle Jimmy. That's a valid question.
Sheriff has been trying to embarrass me since morning.
Okay, sorry.
There must be something.
I share his interest, Uncle Jimmy. Enlightening us.
This is just information that is out there.
Exactly. What was your search criteria when you put it in Google?
Aren't I supposed to know something as a journalist?
What did you type in Google the day you found
the other day I was talking innocently about porno sites and so on and so forth. It was this same sheriff. It was this same sheriff that came up and said, how did I know? I'm a journalist now. So, as I was saying,
you said Thursday. You said Thursday.
I think it's Thursday.
Clinic days.
So they must be left to. I think we need to understand we understand life better now.
Yes.
Some women don't ever want to get married. Some men too. Some people can't be with second person.
Yeah.
Religion needs.
And it's fine actually. It's actually fine.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think because experience has also shown that when you push people too hard on certain things, but
it never ends well.
I know you might not want to do this, but you have to help me warn this man. You have to help me. He's embarrassing me. I'm not. I don't think I'm in competition with anybody with it, but you never know. You never know. Do we have any call, Mr. Sheriff? Okay, what do you have? Let's hear. Yeah.
So we have this one concerning the age thing. This person says a lot of women see signs of what to expect and chose to continue with the man. Yeah, that they already know, like, this is going to, And she also says age shouldn't be an issue between consenting adults. However, when the honeymoon phase ends with the older man, see you as someone whose opinion counts in major matters of life.
Okay, I have a comment here. 2 comments actually from a lady called Stephanie. Stephanie, number 1, she says, office romance is never going to work out well, even when children are involved. It takes the grace of God. Then the second one is, how did you get to know the clinic days of IVF?
Exactly.
I didn't go for.
Exactly.
I have a big stomach. It's from green bottle and brown bottle.
Did you have
I'm not pregnant.
Did you subscribe for a donation?
No, I didn't subscribe to it. I did subscribe for it. What
But would you donate if you were in the position to?
I would, though. I would. In fact, I can say boldly, I've thought of it.
Okay.
But again, people will say that my own is always different. I'm very, very open-minded about a lot of things.
I don't think there's any problem with donating.
I don't have a problem with donating. The more children I can have without being naughty, the better. After all, is to put it in some bottle or something like that. Is that how they donate?
Uncle Jimmy, we should be asking you.
It's almost like you've done
your
it.
research is vast. Your research appears to be vast.
I'm a top grade journalist. Is there anything
which
wrong
we
with
respect 100%.
Do I have any telephone calls?
Yeah, this person has dropped.
It drops. I can't understand you people. I don't know. Even till I don't like the way you're looking at me. Maybe you should clean your glasses. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Adetayo from Ikoyi.
Yes, Mr. Ikoyi, how are you?
Fine, sir. Mr. Sheriff, don't teach up with me bad things, though.
I'm glad you told me. Don't teach me bad things.
Having said that, I think age really has a lot of things to do with union or marital levels. Because if the age is too wide, there will be this gap in the way the both couples reason. If you understand what I mean, sir. There will be a lot of gaps in the way they reason about issues.
Okay.
And that might contribute to them having issues in the union.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we have another one here. This is Labo. It says that I'm a single mother with a partner that is highly unreliable. Chinedu? I'm a single mother with a partner that is highly unreliable. In spite of having a young daughter, we don't see him for days on end. This is a bad one.
Is he the father of the child?
Is he a druggie?
But is he the father?
She says, I'm a single mother with a partner. And in spite of having a young daughter, that would make 2 children, I'm assuming. Have a daughter between them. For days on end, him would just go. Come back maybe 3 days later. Why do you subscribe to that irresponsibility?
I think, Uncle Jimmy, we've discussed this thing before. Sometimes not everybody is cut out for...
Yeah, maybe the guy is
some things sound nice and interesting, but when you get into it, you're like, oh, no, I can't do this.
Maybe okay, so it says he doesn't even phone to see if we're all right, though a lot of his friends see and hear from him regularly. You don't have a partner, really.
No, you don't. You're on your own.
Your own.
Yeah, you're on your own.
I haven't seen him for close to 2 months. And when he eventually answered my call, he said I should stop pestering him.
She's on her own.
Am I crazy?
She's on her own.
Where does Auntie Bunmi know these people?
The word
Auntie
irresponsible
Bunmi,
comes
good
to
morning.
mind.
Can you tell us where you knew this? Okay, it was by email. Auntie Bunmi's email is bunsof@yahoo.co.uk. Auntie Bunmi, I don't know this one. I says, am I crazy expecting him to keep in touch? This is a highly irresponsible person.
I don't think they have any child
Go on.
I don't think they have any child together.
Let me read it again.
I think she's just a single mom.
And then
She says, I'm a single mother
Yeah.
with a partner, and that in spite of having a young daughter,
That's for herself.
That's for herself, yeah.
Being
Yeah,
a
that's
single
for
mom.
herself. That's what I thought as well.
the partner is not part of.
No, he's not the father to the child. Being a single mom means she's a standalone parent with a partner that doesn't
I'm
father
a
the
single
child.
mom. I thought it meant it could also be that between them they have a daughter.
She won't be a single mom now.
She would not.
She
be.
will not. If the man was not the father of the daughter, she would not call him daughter.
No,
She'll
so
say I have a child.
That's for herself.
That's for herself.
Let me.
She would have stated it that they have a child together.
Exactly.
And now I can get my pound of flesh from it. He says, I'm a single mother with a partner that is highly unreliable. And says, in spite of having a young daughter, that is between them.
No, that's
in fact of she having so her single motherhood. Her single motherhood is that daughter.
Because it says we don't see him for days on end.
Because she would
In
have
spite
said
of-
we have a child together, and if you check it, she's probably the home owner.
Yes,
I'm not even sure that they are staying together. That's why
Well,
the guy.
I mean, if he
that's
goes,
why the guy will go.
If he goes for days on end,
Yes.
without calling or whatever, I think he's a man in transit.
Yes, yes.
Let's pick
I
that
agree.
call.
I agree.
He's just a
passing
lover.
by.
He's passing
It's
by.
passing by. Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Odugu 1 and 2 Esquire. Morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
They do Brazil.
Morning, Mr. Chris.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Odugu, that girl that is doing something with the uncle's friend.
Yes.
Stop.
Is what?
She should stop.
Okay.
Because the after effect will not all go well for her.
What can happen?
She should stop. If the young boyfriend find out, what do you think will happen?
He will go and another one will come. Soldier go, soldier come.
So the best thing, let her quit that.
Okay. Hold on. Just don't go anywhere. Let me ask Chinedu. In today, in the world of today, not even Nigeria, is cheating an issue?
Is what?
Cheating, is it an issue?
It's always been an issue.
No, I'm not talking of the moral side. I'm talking of the reality. Would you go for a family meeting because some young chap in your family, his wife cheated and so on and so on? You go and sit for hours on end deciding what to do. I wouldn't. It's no longer an issue.
So I wouldn't. It's not even about being an issue. I think it's a personal thing that should be. I don't subscribe to people taking their problems outside.
Okay.
Because for how long will you continue to do that? Once you start bringing external parties into what it is you have, into your home, for some people it's information, for some people it's gist.
So it's fun.
Exactly. So I would not advise for anyone to do that. Always try to make sure you sort your things out internally.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Olga. Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Janet says that I currently live with my boyfriend of 10 months. And I never thought he would cheat on me.
10 months. Okay.
And you never thought he would cheat on you. I know we love each other deeply. How do you know if you love each other deeply?
Love is not a reliable emotion, no matter how deep. People
Can love be
subscribe. The depth of love.
Can you love each other deeply? Is there anything?
One person would always love one.
In reality.
One person would always love the other more.
Okay, Tinodu, you know I'm naive. Even though I'm old and everything, I'm still like a kid rolling a tire down a hill. How do you know if you love a woman? Educate me.
So
you know about this.
So I like the fact that you use that analogy of you rolling a tire. I'm not even born. if that's the case.
I'm
not even
I'm not
born.
rolling a tire.
I'm not here.
But okay. Let's say, how do you know? And I want somebody to call
Uncle Jimmy, when you start doing things differently, when things start taking a different notion and different dimension in your life, when colors cease to, you start seeing things differently when it comes to colors. Food will lose its taste sometimes.
Are you in love?
You have
now,
a
as
phone
you are
call.
sitting down there, are you in love?
Depth.
Are you in love?
Depth, fully.
What does depth? Fully. So what makes you feel you are in love? What feeling?
Which is what I'm
What feeling
explaining to you.
did you have that you didn't have before you fell in love?
So this is what I'll say to you, right? When you can share certain things, when you can do certain things, when you can engage in certain things that you would never have been able to do before, when you're ready to do and put yourself in front of the firing line before
Then you're in love.
you're doing things that are contrary to who and what you believe in. In today's world, they say it's mumu button.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And then you have your ability to share, your ability to be vulnerable, your ability to put yourself first before that person
That's
across
love.
board in every way.
Okay, Mr. Quadri.
Sir?
Well, can you define for us?
And then when it seems to be going sour, like I
Yes.
was going to explain before, when it seems to be
Yes.
going sour,
Yes.
food loses its taste, your appetite goes, you have actually no explanation of why it is, you're miserable, colors don't
as
make
I just
sense.
said, it's
you're-
let us hear him before he
What's that? No.
What is your do you believe in love?
Oh yes, of course I do.
100%.
Okay, calm down, Mr. Quadri.
Oh, very, very.
How do you know when you are in love? How does it do you?
There are many signs.
You don't need to stammer.
There are many signs.
Mr. Quadri, take your time. You
Chief
don't need
of
to
it all
stammer.
is that
you don't need to stammer. Take a deep breath.
They are very clear indicators.
Chief of
Very
it all
clear.
is that you are highly uncomfortable, miserable, if you haven't heard from the person or seen the person for the shortest amount of time. You just want to see the person. When you say someone is your person, that person is truly and indeed 100% your person.
That is your that's your own definition of love.
You said signs now.
No,
so I'm giving you the
Uncle Jimmy, we can't finish this thing if we start the discussion.
It's not going to end. No, it's never going. It's not even going to end.
It's vast.
Madam
it's huge.
Aigbe, what does the Bible...
Everybody has their own. Everybody has their own.
Madam Aigbe, what does the Bible tell us about love? I want to know. That she's going to call us at the next call
and give us the
she'll
definition of love.
What about the one that when you say a woman and it seems to you giz?
Lost.
That one is lost. But sometimes lost even lasts longer than so-called love.
No.
Yes.
Uncle Jimmy, if you're attracted to somebody because of what they have or what they see, when age kicks in and then some of those things start to dwindle, what do? It fades out.
You look for a replacement.
If you see, then that's not love. It's not genuine.
Is there any law that says that love cannot be replaced? It can be renewed, like insurance. it expires, or like a NAFDAC number.
You can see, Sheriff. Can you see that this
Why
is not
did you use insurance now? I don't understand.
Your insurance. And you can also go for a booster shot.
Is when some of the things that you were attracted to and you gravitated to start to fade and start to wean away.
Okay, let's
love will
see,
fade.
Let's see what this person says. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to everyone in the studio.
Yeah.
You have Madam Shakara calling from Egbeda.
Yes, ma'am.
I would just want to contribute to the question.
Go on,
How do you
go
know
on.
if somebody loves you?
Yes.
Uncle Jimmy, it's very simple. If somebody loves you, you will know. From
How?
the way the person care about you, feel for you, show you attention. It's very simple. You'll know. Apart from the person who is coming close to you because of what they are getting from you,
Yes.
that genuine, natural love the person has for you will definitely show, and it will connect the two of you. Both of you will feel we have that feeling for each other. It's not a rocket science knowing when somebody fully loves you. It's very, very easy to identify the truth.
Okay. Thank you very much. 9:50. Chinedu, we go. Oh, I want to give us more than
Okay. Me.
Give us 2 hours for the movie. Let us flog these issues. Let us flog it. Okay. Chinedu, yeah, let's go. Let's go have a coffee or something. This is where we're going to end the show for today. I hope you know that just like you don't judge a book by its cover, you do not judge their characters by the thing we say in this program. It's not just a bit of fun. No? Don't use it to judge your character to say Jimmy Disu doesn't love. Me, I love. as I am now. As I'm sitting down here, I'm in love.
Helplessly?
But the thing you don't want to ask me is
deeply. Uncle Jimmy, helplessly, deeply?
Well, not helplessly.
Or conditionally.
Or conditionally.
Unconditionally and deeply, but not helplessly. Okay, tomorrow is Tony Payne. Tony Payne is in town. She's going to be here tomorrow and she'll be here next Wednesday for Dear Bunmi. So it's something to look forward to. And on Friday, we are going to have Akitude Disu, of Poppy, and we'll be going to handle plantation. And on Saturday, I have a advice for you. You don't want to miss it. It's something you know quite well. It's an issue that is currently hot. But for reasons known to me, I won't announce who it is. Want to miss it. And God help us and keep us alive to then. I'd like to thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Uncle Jimmy.
I'd like to thank Mr. Sheriff Quadri for giving the benefit of his experience. You now know when Mr. Quadri is in love or not, as the case may be.
No, that one has passed now. That one has gone.
So,
you can't see it again.
Final question. Do you want to call the audience on this one? Do you want to do 50-50?
Ozaza.
Or do you want to, what's
call a friend.
Call a friend. Are you in love now, sir?
Oh, yes. That's why I said that one has gone.
Yes. That's my case. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info. Check out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter and